Hello, and welcome to Unexplained Possibilities in case you missed it for December 2024. Here, we gather up some weird and offbeat stories that mostly happen throughout the current month that you might not have heard about. So let's not waste any time and jump right into the final in case you missed it for 2024. This is Brianna Alvelo. She's a Florida woman, and as you can see, she has a mugshot and is in a prison jumpsuit. So the question you're now immediately asking is, why? Well, Brianna worked as a delivery driver for a pizza place, and one of Brianna's deliveries took her to a motel where a woman, her boyfriend, and daughter were celebrating the boyfriend's birthday. Brianna was given a $50 to pay for the pizza and change was asked back. Out of this change, Brianna received a $2 tip, and this seems to be the catalyst of what happened next. Brianna was upset about the small tip, and later that night, she and a male companion who is still unidentified and at large broke into the room, pointing a gun at everyone. The man ordered the boyfriend in the bathroom. While the boyfriend was in the bathroom, Brianna and her partner went through everything, breaking the daughter's switch and cell phones in the process. Fearing for her daughter, the woman got on top of her to shield her from Brianna, who started to walk towards her. This led to the woman being stabbed. Eventually, the man said it's time to go, and they departed. The woman survived the attack, and upon being treated at the hospital, she found out she was pregnant. Police were able to figure out Brianna was one of the people in the attack thanks to her car being on camera, and the manager of the pizza place giving a time card showing Brianna was still on the clock. Brianna has been charged with home invasion with a firearm, kidnapping, and aggravated assault. Needless to say, Brianna will most likely be sharing a cell with Big Bertha for some years, where she can show her how to toss some dough. Chipotle is a pretty popular Mexican restaurant, and there are some who go nuts over it. Well, the person in the image that you're seeing right now is not a Chipotle employee. She is one of those people who went nuts. The woman ordered a bowl from Uber Eats, and according to her, the order was wrong. She was so upset and wanted her Chipotle so badly, she went to the restaurant and demanded a refund, which they couldn't give out because it's Uber that does the refund. The woman flipped out, went behind the counter, hit one of the employees, and made her own bowl, which consisted of double meat, tomatoes, and a plethora of extras which weren't in the original order on the receipt. After making her bowl, she left. However, that's not the end of it. Employees are reporting that this woman is threatening to stab them. Chipotle is planning to file a police report, and I will keep an eye out for future developments. This is Javaria Wasim, and I'm pretty sure I butchered that name. And as you can see, she seems to be in a little bit of rough shape. You see, Javaria broke her jaw and it had to be wired shut. This happened because Javaria didn't take caution in something that can be a nice sweet treat. A jawbreaker. Yep, true to its name, a jawbreaker candy literally broke her jaw. Instead of sucking on the candy as intended, Javaria decided to chomp on it, and, well, the rest is history. Luckily, the 1-hour procedure she underwent was a success, but it requires her to be on a liquid diet. So, for future reference, if something is called a jawbreaker, it's probably best you not try to chomp into it, or else it might just, break your jaw. In Clayton County, Georgia, Liletta Hale was arrested and charged with criminal trespass. Here's the kicker. She was trespassed from her own property. Sakemiya Johnson, and I'm definitely sure I butchered that, is the woman who is squatting in Loletha's home. And because she has some sort of relationship with the tenant who Loletha evicted, a judge said she wasn't a squatter. The issue with that is Loletha has no lease or contract with this woman, and they didn't live there to begin with. Loletha confronted the woman and cops were called, and instead of removing the person from her property, they spoke down to Loletha, saying some people aren't as fortunate as you to have a bed, and arrested her. How in the world is that fair? Nothing happened to Johnson, while Loletha had to stay behind bars for the night. What makes this more interesting is Loletha has been trying to get this woman off her property since August. Not only that, but in November, Loletha was able to legally get an eviction against the woman squatting, but nothing has come of it. Johnson ignored the eviction and is still there, and when Loletha took action, she was jailed. I ask again, how is that fair? Finally, everyone who has a cat, well, a cat that likes them anyway, knows that the little furballs will follow you just about anywhere, especially if you're in the throne room. Turns out this is also true for their bigger cousins, as someone in India found out while doing their business. And that concludes In Case You Missed It for December 2024. Thank you all for watching, liking, subscribing to Unexplained Possibilities this year, and next year we're going to be feeding you more content, more guests, and more little special things. The goal is to hit 1,000, and I think we will succeed. Thank you all for the love you guys have shown the channel, and be prepared to receive it back. With that said, we will be seeing you in the new year.